Hey everybody, it's your man Franklin Donnie D, host of Donnie D's Words of Wisdom and Donnie D's Soul Sundays on Blog Talk Radio, and host of the Behind the Curtain TV show and the Man Down at the Mix nightclub. I'm here today with a young lady, Casey Kamaya, and I just want to tell you a little quick story about this beautiful sister here.
Oh?
Yeah, I was going through Facebook, and she was a Facebook friend, and she did a poem about Pomona, California. Me being from Pomona, I had to sit and check it out. It was about 8 minutes long, maybe? 11 minutes long, and it was just fantastic. So I reached out to her. I have had her on my Words of Wisdom show, and I'm blessed to have her with us right now. Casey Kamaya, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
All right, well, tell us, how did you get started in doing poetry and spoken word?
Well, my mom always said I was an expressive child, and I remember writing my first poem in the 7th grade.
Okay.
Coming here from Pennsylvania, ran into some really kind of rough girls, and I didn't want to rough them up, so I kind of just like wrote some poems about them, and that's where it began.
Oh, so you used your mind instead of your fist.
Yes, I did.
All right,
I
you hear
know.
that, folks? You hear that, folks? Okay, so how long have you been doing it? Well, you started at the age of
12.
12. Mm-hmm. And what is you doing now? And what's in the future for you? I'll put it that way.
Well, hopefully, I've been doing a lot of writing. It's been a lot of years. Hopefully, I'm sitting on a couple of books, a couple of poetries, a memoir. Hopefully, one day I'll publish.
Okay, well, you know what? We're looking forward to hearing some pieces from you. Matter of fact, what pieces are you doing for us today?
I think I'm going to do something called We Must Vote,
Definitely.
Considering, November 6th is voting day.
Right.
So I'm going to write something inspiring for that.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been fun. I got to run. She'll give you the fun. Peace.
We must vote. Being here today means so much to me. It helps me to be the best that I can be. No longer enslaved because my mind has been set free. I'm a deep root planted among you strong trees. We must vote. It is the concerned citizens and the youth of today that will stir up the change and pave the way, demand their rights and have their say, make adult decisions because there's no more time to play. We must vote. It was Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune that proudly declared, we have a powerful potential in our youth, and we must have the courage to change old ideas and practices so that we may direct their power towards good end. We must vote. Armed with knowledge, responsibility, and determination, poised to change the nation. No time to waste, no hesitation. Time to create great legislation. Get out and exercise your right to vote. Now is not the time to choke. Reminder of words that must be spoke. We must vote. Fight for your rights and your voice to be heard. Sweet sounds chirping like a beautiful black bird, perched upon high for all to hear the strong, all-powerful message of we must vote. Time to take a stand for all to know what will happen and what won't flow. Tired of accepting the answer no, social injustice and equality must go. Yes, we can. And yes, we will. That is what they will cry. Determined not to listen to any more lies. Educated, informed, and totally wise, pulled off their masks, can't hide that disguise. Exposed. We must vote. Stand up and be counted because every vote counts. Know your worth because it's paramount. It's inevitable that you are the generation of change. It's your strength and determination that will arrange and challenge the difficult problems that we face today, speak loud and have your say. Proclaim, we must vote. There's a lot to learn and much more to know. The more you know, the more you grow. The more you reap, the more you sow. Hold your head high and never low. We must vote for those who can't. We must vote for the voiceless. We must vote for those who fought for our right to vote. We must vote because things need to change. We must vote. I am on some vibranium-ish. Words designed to bypass eyes and dwell deep into your soul with a gut-wrenching, piercing effect. Sharp enough to prick, but smooth enough to soothe. Penetrating your epidermis with witty, raw, uncut, poetic justice that will make you ask yourself, is she talking to me or is she talking about me? Have you thinking about some stuff you think you forgot about? A reminder of how strong you had to be to pull through that bullcrap of a mess that you got through. Have you searching for the purple heart light high and low, praying you find some vibranium type of mess for yourself? Make you step your game up so you don't get gamed on. Have you slam dunking from half court every game a triple-double? Powered by a force that will jet rocket you to new heights and new horizons that you never imagined existed. Kind of like my first visit to a foreign country, a whole new experience that busts my third eye wide open. Thought-provoking words that have become so crystal clear that you think that you're hearing them for the first time. You know how like when pastor steps on your toes in church and you have to slowly slide your pews back underneath in the realization that he is talking to you. Vibranium type of ish that will make you remember old goals and dreams that you once had. Dig them up, dust them off, and chase them down with the grace and the strength of a panther. Criss-cross breakless, capable of warding off the negativity of the dream killers and the joy crushers, rendering you immune because you've become impenetrable. Supernatural intuitive powers that will expose your friends from your foes, a force of illuminating light that will just either make them disappear, shine brighter, or just melt. I now possess that soul surviving mystical power. I'm rubber and you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off of me and sticks to you. I'm on that type of vibranium-ish. No more procrastination, excuse mason, or sidetracked lazy, complacent, and mediocrity, or just plain afraid. I say no more. I'm on some now or never. Time to make it happen. Let's get it done. What's the deal? What's the hold up? Because I'm ready. I'm determined, unstoppable, unwavering, and unapologetic. I'm on that type of vibranium-ish. My reactivated, restitched old bags have been reweaved into new designer luggage made for traveling beyond the impossible. I am no longer burdened with the heaviness of hurt, because it has been exchanged for fierce determination. My low self-esteem has been restored with the attitude of, I'm all that, and a bag of organic chips. Unworthiness replaced with deservedness and thoughts of, I want it all, socks and drawers. My shame and my guilt has been substituted with, I forgive me, and I love me some me. And my fury, it has been replaced with the all-powerful of, I even forgive you. That's what type of vibranium-ish I'm on. What are you smoking today? I am queen. Hear me roar. Better yet, watch me soar. A young princess knows that it takes time to be a queen. I have a minute to explain what I mean. It takes time to become a full-fledged queen. Build your empire from behind the scenes, more to life than to just cook and clean. Develop your intellect and your skills. Learn how to prepare meals and pay bills. Walk gracefully in high heels, all while closing important deals. Never afraid to claim being a queen, accept nothing less or in between. Stand up straight, strong and proud. Never afraid to say it out loud. I am queen. hear me roar. Better yet, watch me soar. Full of wisdom, strength, soul, and grace, cheekbone structure of a queen's face, deep set eyes and a bold nose, manicured hands and polished toes, luscious full-size lips, voluptuous curvy hips, all that in a bag of chips, full command of 1,000 ships. That crown fits because it's custom made, hard working and fully paid, strong legacy that will never fade. I receive all my accolades. I am queen and I'm ready to rule. Bring my crown and my scepter, my sash and the royal jewels. Prepare my throne as it's time to cut the scrolls and send out the final decree over all the land. I am queen. Hear me roar. Better yet, watch me soar. Thank you.
Do you want to retire like a champ? Just like legendary basketball star Uncle Drew?
Don't do him like that, Uncle Drew.
You're already acing the game. You've got your dream ride.
Don't be slamming my door.
Sorry about that. You just did the same.
Gotta get the boys.
Your dream vacation and your dream team. And now you can make your retirement just as legendary.
I get buckets.
Get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your boss, your boss's boss, you, your barber, your barber's barber,
Nice work. Thanks.
or you, your co-pilot, your co-pilot's co-pilot. With early diagnosis, pre-diabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
First time I tried Vicodin, it was laying around my mom's house. And then I kept taking them whenever I could get them. I didn't know they'd be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
Meals on Wheels gives me a chance to be totally selfless. More than the food itself, a lot of seniors don't have family. So just to have someone to talk to, just to say, hey, how was your day? That means so much more than a meal could ever mean. We have to look outside of ourselves to be that lifeline to other people. It's worth it.
Hey everybody, it's Franklin and Donnie D. Donnie D's Words of Wisdom and Donnie D's Soul Sundays. Right now I have with me a fantastic lady that does spoken word, Michelle Williams. How you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Hey, when you woke up this morning, did you think you'd be here sitting here with Donnie D on the Behind the Curtain show?
I did not think that I would be on this show when I woke up this week. It was not on my agenda. I had a to-do list. It was not on the to-do list.
Hey, it's all in his plan, not in ours. Okay, well tell me a little bit about yourself.
I am a spoken word artist, and I'm also a professional baker. So I have a book coming out called The Soul Survivor's Cookbook, and it is actually a mixture of poetry pieces and some of my favorite recipes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So you're a professional baker?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So do you cater?
I do.
Well, tell me this. I'm giving a big party tomorrow night, and some of the people out there watching, how do they contact you?
Oh, they can find me on Facebook at Simply Sinful Desserts, and also on Instagram at Simply Sinful Desserts, and my emails are set up there. You can contact me through email.
Okay, can you give me those one more time?
Simply Sinful Desserts on Facebook and on Instagram. That's how you can find me.
Simply Sinful.
Yes, sir.
Desserts.
Yes, sir.
Where'd you get that name from?
It was actually, I had a few names that I was kicking around years ago when I started my little business, and Simply Sinful was the one that got the most votes. I did like a whole thing.
I like it.
Thank you.
I like it. Now, you're going to do a piece for us. Can you tell me what the name of the piece is?
It's called Comfort.
Comfort?
Yes.
Okay, and I know you wrote Comfort. How long ago did you write Comfort?
I wrote Comfort probably about a year ago.
And how long have you been writing poetry?
I have been writing poetry since I was in high school, but I just finished the authorship program at USC called the community literature initiative. So I wrote Comfort during that 10-month course.
Okay. And I want to go back just for a minute. What is the title of your book?
The Soul Survivors Cookbook.
The Soul Survivors Cookbook.
Yes, sir.
All right. Is it out now?
No, it's not out. It is coming out next year.
Next year.
Yes.
Okay. You guys heard that. And you're going to hear from her in just a moment. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Comfort. Balm on a skint knee. Honey in warm ginger tea. There's no need to fret. You're not alone, can't you see? Some of our scars are the same. Heartbreak mixed with disappointment. Survival served with our meals daily. We ain't that different. Stories run in parallel like little brown girls running down the block in the summer, trying to see who can finish the fastest. Knowing we'll both be gasping for air when we're done. Let me show you love. Sister love like, he did what? Where we riding? Family love like Big Mama's house. Village love like drum circle in Lamert Park. I'll teach you as I learn. I only have to be one lesson ahead, right? I'll show you my glistening shards so that you can make it through your own heartbreak. Let me slowly feed you tiny pieces of self-worth so you don't choke on the self-doubt that comes up time to time. If allowed, I will fight with you, for you. I will collect your bitter tears, cook them down with sugar into a fine syrup, and drizzle them over your bad days. Let me be your comfort. Thank you. Silver platter sacrifice. My mother says much love to me instead of I love you. Like her mouth isn't used to forming words to nurture me. Easier to peel hope away like dead skin, exposing the thinness underneath. That mouth taught me that it found thin skin delicious, ripped from me in crimson ribbons, seasoned with my tears, devoured. I was a living sacrifice to her God, guilt-driven. Daughters also pay for the sins of the father.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Cunningham, and you're watching Behind the Curtains.
Hi, we're Climax, and you're watching Behind the Curtains.
The Black Panthers say, watch behind the curtain.
This is Alan Shea, and you're watching Behind the Curtain.
I'm Uncle Bub, and by the way, you're watching Behind the Curtains.
Hey, my name is Roland Bynum, and you're watching the Behind the Curtain show. What a great opportunity to enjoy that show and have some great fun.
Hi, this is Betsy.
And this is Courtney.
And you're watching Behind the Curtains.
What's up, everybody? We're King Soul and the Vibes. And
What's
you're
up?
watching
Behind the Curtain.
Hi, I'm Charo Cantrell, aka Cocoette, and you're watching Behind the Curtains.
Hi, my name is Gina Graham, and I'm here with Infinite Soul, and you are watching Behind the Curtain.
Hi, my name's Eric Toms, and you're watching Behind the Curtain.
Hi, my name is Urith Walker, and you're watching Behind the Curtain.
Hi, I am Mother Love, and you're watching Behind the Curtain.
Hi, I'm Leah Mei-Ling, and you're watching Behind the Curtain.
We're the ladies of the movement. Stay tuned for more Behind the Curtains.
Hi, you're watching Behind the Curtains on Charter 32.
Hey everybody, it's Donnie D back again. Donnie D's Words of Wisdom, Donnie D's Soul Sundays, and Behind the Curtain show. With me today, I have Nadia Hunter Bay, and she is a spoken word artist. How are you doing?
I'm well, thank you. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, pretty good. You know, it's kind of trippy because I had some cancellations today, and I prayed on it. And I asked, I said, you know, I need a spoken word artist. I've been trying to get one on the show for the longest. Somebody who know what they're doing. And I've had some good ones on the show. And, you know, and I reached out to Zipporah, and she told me to check with you, and bam, here we are.
Yes, give thanks, Zipporah, for
yes,
the nod. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, I am a poetess, spoken word artist. I've been doing this about 10 years now.
Okay.
I am a host. Are you familiar with the World Stage in
Oh,
Leimert
yeah,
Park?
yeah.
Yeah, so Wednesdays, you know, we have what's called the Anansi Writers Workshop.
Okay.
And so second Wednesday of the month, I host there. And then also, World Stage also now has a press. And so I do layouts and stuff like that for all of our books and stuff. And
okay.
I have a book coming out.
You do?
Yes, November 15th at the World Stage. Come see me.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's called The Restoration of Orange.
The Restoration of Orange. You guys hear that? Okay.
Yeah.
And, okay, so, what poems are you going to do for us tonight? Or what should I call them poems? Should I call it, what should I call it, poetry? What should I call it?
Well, poems are poetry. It's all the same love. I will be doing 2 poems for you tonight. The first one is called The Last One.
Okay.
And the second one is called J-Pill.
Okay. Now, I used to go to a spot here in Pasadena where every other week, you know, it was every other Friday, we would meet here in Old Town Pasadena, and artists, spoken word artists from all over would meet down there. And at the end, it was like in the 50s, everybody would.
You gotta give a little bit sometimes.
Yeah. It was really groovy, you know. But, you know, it's such a, I didn't know that it was such a work of art at the time, you know, the flow of it, you know.
Yeah.
And my hat's off to you because I can't do it, you know. And now some people think if you can rap, you can do poetry, and vice versa. What do you think about that?
I'm gonna say no, because there's some people that are very literary, you know, and you might be a very good, what we might call page poet or academic poet, but to stand there and write a rhyme or write a rhythm, you know what I'm saying? Like, that takes a certain kind of spirit, that takes a certain kind of energy to be able to do that. And I think it's a little bit disrespectful to think anybody can do anything.
Right.
These are art forms.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they deserve respect for.
Well, yeah, it's sort of like some of the Hollywood actors were getting upset with some of the rappers for acting at one time. They were saying, how was Ice Cube and Tupac actors? But you know.
Well, some of those rappers are, you know, their career, they're studio gangsters, so they're actors anyway, so.
Studio gangsters. Okay, tell us, how can people contact you?
Okay, I am on Facebook, Nadia Hunter Bay, or you can reach me on Instagram at Nadia B Orange, and yeah, that's where you can find me.
Well, listen, what we're about to do in a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hear some of this poetry of hers, and sit back and relax and enjoy. And if you can't contact her, if you don't remember this information, contact me, Franklin Donnie D. You know how.
That's right.
It's not in the post office either. Okay, just get that straight. But yeah, so contact me and I'll make sure that you're able to catch up with her. And let's get ready to check it out.
All right.
Peace.
The Last One. The first in the defense of others, the last to be thanked or appreciated. I remember the beginning of the end. The one that everyone called last was the first to sound the alarm. Everyone turned and had the nerve to look shocked, as if she spoke out of what they thought was not her turn. She told them to be cool and tried to keep the peace, but they didn't heed her friendly admonition. So quietly, calmly, she sat and listened, steady stacking her evidence pile, for she knew that one day she would have to be both prosecution and defense. The people pushed the others away, wore them down till they quit or drowned in the crap that was constantly being spewed. Old people saw it coming, and they went in the house. Babies got quiet. Animals went to go lay down, for they knew that the last day was coming round. She cleared her throat. For some smart ones, that was all that needed to be said, but for the masses, she broke out her evidence ammunition instead. She shot down the liars with bullets of truth, left the backbiters to hang themselves with the same piece of rope that they had used to bind her kindred to the blues. Used a piece of mirror to cut out the tongues of the do as I say, not as I do. She used the rake of consciousness to help these ones pull themselves together. She offered the roughest kind of love as the glue to attempt to hold what was left of her community together. She handed out tissues and Band-Aids, for she is first in the defense of others and the last to be thanked or appreciated. Many have tried to work the last nerve, but she is now tired after justice being served, so please leave the last one alone. J. Pill. Her life hung on imbalanced hinges, screws a little looser than others were comfortable with, East Side psych ward compromises, ego traded for temporary reprieve from heartbeat and cerebral thump that voiceless rage cultivates. Not voiceless because there is no testimony, but because nurture is dissolved when doing rounds. Pink scrubs seem to have no pockets for compassion, and stethoscopes are symbol that residency successfully removed all bedside manner. Mistreated, depreciated. Medicated, devalued. Mediocre, dismissal. She doesn't need their poison to see that they won't stop taking the drugs long enough to help her, so they call her crazy. Threaten her delicate imbalance with fines for needing help. Dignity will never clear her tab. But still, they throw it in a box she continues to climb out of, always taking her name tag off its side when she leaves. She is labeled and shamed for finally being brave enough to ask for help. I tell her, it's the Most High's way of reminding her both the medicine and poison are in you. Which well you choose to drink from will always be your choice.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Franklin Donnie D, host of Donnie D's Words of Wisdom, Donnie D's Soul Sundays on Blog Talk Radio, Saturday nights and Sunday nights at 6 p.m. Also, author of Single Mother's Guide to Raising Black Boys. Pick up a copy, check out the shows, and enjoy.